Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I have a makeup bag full of new makeup that I want to try with you guys. I have new releases here. I have makeup that's not new releases, but it's newer to me. I love the way that the makeup came out. We have a little bit of shimmer on the eyes, shimmer on the lips, and we got like this vibe here. I don't even know what this is. We kind of just went with it and this is what we got. So if you're interested in how I achieved today's look, if you're interested in the products that you saw in the thumbnail, just keep on watching. I already did my skin prep. I did my brows as well. So now we're just going to begin with eye makeup. And of course, we're going to be using another Danessa Myricks Color Fix sticks. I don't even know which one I'm going to use, but I am also going to use the new Makeup by Mario cream eyeshadow. They sent over 5 shades and I have done my makeup with these already like about 3 to 4 times. I'm obsessed with these. I'm including them in this video to give you kind of like an update since it is a new release. These are a heck yes from me. If you're a beginner, if you already have been doing makeup for a long time and you just want something that's quick, convenient, great coverage, matte, soft, blurring, a very nice formula. It is beautiful. So I am going to start off with Chestnut, which is kind of what I've been doing for like the past week. I just keep reaching for this color, and what I love is that I don't have to use an eyeshadow primer. So that's kind of like the best part for me. I kind of just go straight in. So the first thing I do is kind of put this in the outer corner or the outer V, and then I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm going to blend this all over my crease, kind of blending it into the brow. It could be very messy with this first shade, but you do have to work quickly because once it dries, that is where the eyeshadow is going to stick. They last a really long time. They blend out so smoothly and they also blend into each other so beautifully. So I'm using this as my base, even though we are going to add the shimmer from the Danessa Myricks. I've been loving the mix of both of those two formulas. So I got this all over my crease, and of course right now it's going to look a little crazy because we don't have face makeup on, but I do my face makeup last so that whatever mess I make with my eyes, I can just clean it away with a wipe and then go in with my base routine. So next up, I'm going to be adding Sandstone to my lid. So this one's going to go more towards the inner corner of the eye, and these two mixed together, this alone is like such a beautiful classic look. Like you can wear this to work, you can wear this to a date, to an event. Look at the way that that blends into that other shade. So easy, has good coverage, it's matte, and I love the way that it blends into whatever other shade you are using. So this right here is like a really nice base. Now I'm going to focus just on my lid space. So I am going to go in with the Danessa Myricks Color Fix sticks, and I'm using the Duo number 1. So I'm going to take the darker shade, which is Mystic Taupe. And this is going to go in the outer corner right here and some in the inner corner. So I'm going to blend this out. Should have done one eye at a time. So I would give that advice, especially if you are a beginner with eyeshadow or eye makeup. Do one eye at a time with these types of products, because once they dry, it's very hard to move them around. Like they set down and they don't move. So I am gonna add again, but just to one eye this time. Wow, the shimmer just in this shade right here alone is so beautiful. All right, so that is the first shade. Make sure if you get these that you keep this little cap that comes with them so that it doesn't dry out, because you don't want to pay a pretty penny for these and then have them dry out. So now I'm going to go in with Interstellar, and this one is the one that I'm really drooling over because it has the prettiest baby pink and baby blue. And I'm going to pop this one right in the center of my eye and then kind of marry those two together. The more you keep adding, especially with the sparkly one, like I think this is the foil, it will just be glitter city. It is just so much beautiful glitter. All right, guys, so here is the quick look that I came up with, duo number 1. So I am going to try and do more looks with these duos since I have all of them. So that is duo number 1. I am going to pop on some lashes and then I will be right back so that we can try out a new foundation. All right, so now that we have the eyes done, I went ahead and added the Ardell 424 lashes. That's just some glue that I used. These are the curliest lashes. Like if you want something that really curls up, these are really pretty. Even though I did get some glue on them, I was kind of messy today. So the foundation that we're going to be trying out today is from Benefit, and this is the Professional Foundation. I did receive 2 shades, and this is the Smoothing and Blurring Foundation. And I did get the shades 15N, which is light medium neutral, and 16W medium warm peach. Now I did try this already one time for TikTok and short form content, and I did try the lighter shade, but I'm gonna go in with 16W today because in the short videos I kind of noticed that it looked a little bit on the yellow side and this one is more neutral. So here is the packaging for this foundation. So this foundation is available in 40 shades and it retails for $47, and it is a liquid formula, natural finish with a medium coverage. This has niacinamide, so that helps to smooth the look of pores and skin texture and contributes to hydration. So my skin loves niacinamide, so I'm so good with that. There is rose hip extract, which visibly smooths skin and refines the look of pores, and glycerin, which retains skin moisture. So I'm going to swatch both of them. I'm going to start with 15N. Okay, so here is 15N. And I kind of want to match my body instead of my face because my face is more pale than the rest of my body. And then here is 16W. I feel like the 16W has a little bit more of a neutral, even though that one is labeled as warm. And then 15 is labeled as neutral, but 15 on me kind of looks more on the yellow side, which I would probably save that one for maybe when I'm not as tan. But right now I think this one looks good, or should look good once I start to blend it, because the swatch it's a pretty pigmented foundation. So I'm just gonna do 1 pump for now, or I'll do 2 pumps. From there, I am just going to kind of dot it everywhere. This kind of smells like a foundation that I had from MAC back in the day. Yeah, it's reminding me of a MAC foundation. It was like a longer glass tube foundation, bringing back memories. The way that this foundation spreads out already is a thank you, I love you, because lately I have been trying certain foundations that just kind of stay stuck and they start to kind of separate and the skin just looks horrible. But the way that this blurs your skin, I already used it that one time, but I feel like I didn't really pay attention as much as I am seeing that today, that it really does blur your pores and make your skin look really, really smooth and really nice. But then there's still like this hydration to your skin. And I can see why so many people are really loving this foundation. You do not need a lot of it. As you can see, whatever's left on my brush, I'm able to put it over my nose, which has been such a tricky area lately for foundation because my skin it's dried out. I have to get it back to, you know, plump and moisturized. I feel like whatever SPF I used really wrecked my skin. Considering that my skin is going through that, you would never be able to tell because this just smoothed out the texture in my skin. I feel like the shade looks good with the tan, even though now my neck looks a little pale. I could never win. I could never win when it comes to freaking foundation. I have like 70 million shades. My neck is one shade. My body is a whole different shade. For my mommies that are watching, this is fast. If you want something that you can literally either throw on in the car, in the bathroom, while you're getting the kids ready, I don't need to fuss and fight with it. And that's what I'm really loving about it. And I feel like since it does smooth and blur, I feel like you might not even need a lot of powder. I feel like a lot of powder on dry skin might end up making it look cakey or too dry. I'm happy that I have 2 shades because I feel like the 15N can work when I start to lose color, because this is definitely a shade that is darker than I've ever used before, but we have been in the pool every weekend. All right, so now we have foundation on. I'm still not 100% convinced with the shade of the foundation. I might have to go to Sephora and see what other shades they have. I feel like they might lean either like too warm or too orangey. For bronzer and contour, I'm gonna go ahead and use these two new ones. I have an Ulta haul that I should be posting soon. I pre-filmed a lot of videos and they're going up kind of in like weird orders, but there is an Ulta haul that I filmed and I did pick this up, which is the About Face. This is the Bronzer Beach Freak and this is a bronzer stick. Really cute packaging. When I first got it, I was trying to pull this so hard. You're supposed to twist it just in case. And here is the bronzer, which is super creamy. I got it in the shade Beach Goth, so I want you to see just how easily that smooths onto the skin. This shade right now, I feel like maybe I can definitely go for darker, but I'm not, because I'm not going to, or maybe I will stay tan here, who knows. But here is the placement of this bronzer stick. Super hydrating is the first thing that I can tell you. If you have dry skin, this is a must-have. Very creamy, blendable, kind of think of like the Too Faced bronzer stick, the chocolate one, how easily that glides on the skin. This is on that level, and this is a little more affordable at Ulta, so I definitely recommend it. You will see how that blends out. And then for my nose, I'm going to use the Morphe Shape Lifter Micro Contour Stick in the shade Refined. You can also find this at Ulta, and this is a thinner point contour or bronzer stick. And when it first came out, I was like, look, I don't need an extra product, but I feel like to really contour the nose, you don't have to pull out a separate brush. You don't have to, I mean, it's so good for that. It's super creamy. I got mine in the shade Refined, I think I told you, but this I definitely recommend. This is super hydrating. So let's go ahead and let's blend this out so you can see how easy. Again, very easy to blend out, and definitely the shade is probably just not doing much for me right now because of my tan, and I did go with the deeper foundation as well. And then for the nose contour, I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta for contour brush. I think it's number 3, and this also blends out. I kind of drew my nose crooked there. Just realized that. Okay, super easy to blend out bronzers, and you're going to get a really nice contoured look with these. So I will definitely say that this isn't my shade at the moment. It will be once I lose a little bit of my tan. So that product is a yes for me. I love it. So is the Morphe Shape Lifter stick. Now let's go ahead and let's try the NYX Fat Cheeks blush. I already tried these for short form content, but I have to share these on YouTube. These are so nice. They have the thinnest texture to them. So this is a dewy liquid blush. They have 8 different color options. I did go with Papaya Plump and Guava Gush. So I got those two. They retail for $10. So this is supposed to be a buildable formula, blendable texture, and juicier hydration. And it has peptides, so that helps with collagen support. Peptides are really, really good to plump up the skin as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch both shades on my hand. Almost like a cheek stain, just a little more body to it, but very watery. And they look like they're not going to do much, but they do give a really nice glow and color to the skin. So for today's makeup, I'm gonna go with the more pinky one, since I do have a little bit of more like pink shimmer on the eyes. I don't feel like the papaya one would go with this makeup, but that one's really nice for like summer. So I'm just going to do a little swipe and just a little here on the nose as well. So easy to blend, perfect for hot weather. When you don't want cakey makeup and you want your makeup to just look one with the skin, we don't want to see any lines, any sharp edges or anything. You want it to just look like your skin is just juicy and it's all blended in together. That formula is so good, you guys. From NYX, affordable. You can find it at Ulta, and I want to get more shades because this is just so easy to apply as well. Kind of like the Huda Beauty texture, but I would say even more watery than that, and just very easy to blend. You should not have a hard time with this. It's very nice for beginners, and can't recommend this enough. So love those. For concealer, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place concealer. Not new, but I don't have any new concealers at the moment. Hands down, another favorite concealer. I have to do like a favorite concealer video so I can share with you guys my all-time favorite concealers, especially if you're in your 30s, late 20s, and you're looking for concealers that are easy to work with. Double Wear Stay in Place is amazing, along with a few others that I have, so I should do that soon. I am going to add a little bit of this Tarte bronzer because I feel like the About Face is a little too light for me right now, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of this one. This one's definitely a little more bronzy. Such a good bronzer. Look at that. Like, that's the type of makeup that I recommend and enjoy. I don't like the type of makeup where you have to do too much. Another product, really quickly, I'm all over the place in today's video, but Coco Kind sent me some products and I got to try the Ceramide Lip Blur Balm. I got it in Be Real. So here is the packaging. I think this right here, I've seen people put like little charms on it and it looks so cute. Let me tell you something. I was underestimating this lip balm. I've seen it everywhere, but I love how thick this is. If you want a lip balm, and thick in a good way, not thick in an annoying way, like it's thin, but you feel it on your lips and it lasts a long time. It doesn't just disappear. I had it on the other day while I was getting ready. When I went to go wipe it off, it looked like I had just applied it. Okay, so now that we have our cream bronzer, cream blush, our concealer on, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection setting powder, blurring brightening loose setting powder. I don't know if I've used this on a makeup video, but you guys, this powder is everything. It does have a little bit of like a shine, like the satin almost shine when you swatch it, but when you put this under the eyes, it's so beautiful. Okay, so here is the face before setting. With this foundation, I literally have no pores. Do you see that? This powder right here, the hype is real. I get the hype. It needs to be shouted out from like the rooftops of how amazing this setting powder is. It brightens, it blurs, it smooths, it sets your makeup. This literally gives you like a new face. And that Benefit foundation is a work of art. Pretty good. I haven't had any product right now that I don't like so far. Ooh, I had to share this with you guys. This is not a new bronzer, but I am obsessed, especially for now, for end of summer. This bronzer right here is my go-to. I don't know if maybe I should try and get a darker shade. I got this from my FabFitFun box for fall. I cannot recommend this enough. This is a bronzer. This is the Sun Shift cream bronzer, and this is in the shade Ray. I think it was like a year or two ago, I raved about the highlight that looks just like this, and I knew that there was a bronzer, but I never really paid attention to it. This bronzer will give you like that J-Lo glow. Let me just show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Kosas. This is like a fan bronzer brush. It's this weird consistency where it almost feels like a cream and a powder at the same time, but it gives you the most, oh my god, the most beautiful. I just got back from like the best vacation. It's this subtle glowy bronzy look, but it doesn't make your texture look horrible. Usually when bronzers are too glowy, it can bring out a lot of texture. This just makes you look like a beautiful end of the day at the beach after you showered and did your makeup and you have like that glow. It's this, like they put it in a bronzer for you. If there is one product from this video that I say is like just magic, it's this right here. It's like a cream, but I apply it on top of powder. Do you see like this glow right here? It's this bronzy glow that just doesn't look too much. It looks gorgeous. It doesn't look muddy. Love this. So I received some new shades for the Get Set Blur Set Matte Powder blushes. They did come out with two new shades. One is clearly more on the orangey peachy side. One is like a raspberry, I don't know, this is like a nice pinky shade, almost red. They're very pigmented, so it can go wrong really quickly, but if you use a tiny bit on lighter skin tones, it will be amazing. If you have a darker skin tone, this is going to be the perfect blushes for you because they're going to show up. They're matte. So I am going to go with the Sunset Shirley today. And again, the last time I used this, I literally did this maybe one more. And then I made sure to shake off any excess, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on so lightly because this will get bright really quickly. So I'm actually going to do both cheeks with just pretty much one time that I went into the powder. So there is like a very light wash of it. I don't want to get too crazy with this blush because I do have shimmer on the eyes and I don't want it to get too crazy. So we're going to just leave it just like that. But these are very punchy, very pigmented blush shades. Really, really nice addition to the blushes. I love this formula. Now I'm going to add a little bit of powder highlight. I have another shade of the Benefit Glow Lala Velvet Gleam Illuminator or Velvet Gleam Highlighter, and this is in the shade Luna. So it's definitely more on, oh, these highlighters. I received it and it was not broken and a piece just broke off. That is so sad because they're very beautiful, but they're so delicate. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this highlight right in this area right here. Let's see how this shade looks on my skin tone. And these are so glowy. They're really, really glowy. They're so beautiful. If you have a lot of texture, I would say to be careful, obviously, because it is a highlight, but it doesn't really show off texture like other products that I have had that you can really see texture because of it. This is more like thin on the skin. It gives you a really nice glow. So this powder is absolutely beautiful, but I will say very, very delicate. So I'm going to put this away very softly. I do really like the shade. I think the shade is beautiful. It's a little bit more on the golden side. All right, so now that we have all of our powders, I'm going to go ahead and just use the Professional Super Setter since it did come with the foundation. And this is supposed to be a long-lasting makeup setting spray. 92% said it instantly minimized the look of shine. Instantly blurs pores, feels weightless, and absorbs instantly. Pore blurring powders softly scatter light and visibly reduce shine. They claim to be all mist, no mess, no drops, spots, or stickiness. Definitely, I don't feel any big drops on my face. It's pretty much already in the skin. It's set, leaves skin feeling smooth, refreshed, and instantly mattified. So yeah, looks really, really nice. Love it. And today I'm just going to wear one of my Rare Beauty lip glosses. I'm not sure which one to put on. I think today I'm going to do Glimmer because this one's too peachy. This one's a little too much pink, and I already have that blush that I put on. And then Dazzle, I've really been wearing Dazzle. It's actually the lowest one out of all of them. Dazzle's beautiful, but today we're gonna go in with Glimmer, and let's see what lip liner I want to use. I am going to add a little bit of setting powder to my lips. I always do that just because it's easier to put on your liner and just get like a nice application. So I really like to do that, but I do like to make sure and moisturize before. While you're getting ready, put on a lip balm. They're going to look a little too dry if you don't have lip balm before. I'm gonna go ahead and choose a lip liner. These are all lip liners that I've been wanting to make sure I still want them in my collection. Today I'm going to do Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Lip Cheat lip liner, and this is in the shade Love Trap. So it is more of like a mauvey pink. This one really matches the color of my lips, so this is more like your lips but better. It's not too much warmth or brown. I had so many lip liners that I had to put them in a little bin like this and just revisit all of them to make sure that I'm keeping the ones that I really love. And this right here, this is a favorites status. This is such a nice lip liner if you are similar to me in skin tone. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Rare Beauty lip gloss. This has so much shimmer in it. Today we're just going to be like shimmery everywhere. So let's put this on. Ooh, this is such a pretty one. I don't know that I tried this one yet, but that is really, really pretty. I'm not sure if it's too much shimmer going on, but I feel like it looks cute. This lip gloss smells so good. I ended up getting a bunch of them, so that says a lot. I started off with one shade and then I got like 3 other ones. This formula is not too thin, but it's not too thick. It does not make your lips stick together. As you can see while I'm talking, there's literally none of those little clumpy goopy things on my lips. It has glitter and I feel like you can feel it a little bit, but it's very smooth for the most part. And when you're talking and when you have your lips normal, you don't really feel nothing. It's just if you kind of rub them together. So that is it for my try new makeup with me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below if there's any products that you have that you love or any products that you're interested in trying. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that we can hang out together again. And with that said, I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.